everybody, it's me, Justin, aka Good Will Hunter, and I am back with some more pickups for the past month, 2 months. I know it's been a little bit, but we're getting back into it. It's, you know, the winter, everything's slowing down. My wife was out of work, so I had to save. You know, I didn't want to go out and just spend the mortgage, spend the car payment. So, trying to be very fiscally responsible, selling stuff, but she has a job, so I got a stack of games that I sold some of my stuff, traded some of my stuff, so really it wasn't with our money, it was with my money. With the collection, if you have one, some of the games you don't play, you find duplicates if you're out and about, which I always do. So between modding systems, duplicate games, and just getting rid of stuff I know I'm never going to play that for some reason people want, and it goes for a relatively high price, premium, I'll trade it in so I can get stuff that I want. So with having said that, let's raise them, pinkies up, 666. All right, we have just signified the coming of Satan.
666.
Yes, I did pick up some games. Games and a reproduction by Namco for the Famicom. That is One Paku Graffiti on the family computer. I kind of like the fact that it's on an NES cartridge, and you know, it did come with that cool case, so I was pretty stoked. Plus, you know, I wanted to at least support the retro store in my area. Now this is an oddity that you usually never find, at least I never find in my area, although I have found some in the past for the CDI. This just kind of struck me as I thought it was just a CD, and that is the Forbidden City, a multimedia window on Chinese civilization. I'll never go to China, probably. Smells and looks minty fresh, so we'll put it back in the box, seal it up, just like the Forbidden City, put it back. It will be forgotten on the shelf with all the other CDI stuff. I got all these from the video game trader. I got a couple Saturn and some actual carts, which I don't really see come in that often. But when I saw this come in, I knew I had to have it because I love the first two, and I wanted to complete the trilogy just by owning all of them. So when I saw that he had the copy of Ninja Gaiden 3, the Ancient Ship of Doom. This game is fucking brutal. I traded a bunch of duplicates yesterday just to get this game. I had this game as a kid growing up with a Super Nintendo, and it's a Konami great, Sunset Riders on the SNES. And ironically, it was from a place called, I don't know if you can see that, it's called the Video Game Exchange. I don't know where that is. Glad to have that. This is a great game. I know it's like you play it once, you beat it, whatever, you come back maybe a year or two later. It's just fun. And then he had these two just sitting on the shelf, and I had passed on one of these in the past and was glad to see it finally come back around. It's not this one, but I've heard that this one is a okay. Plus, I don't see too many Sega Saturn games that aren't like complete crap or just sports games come through the door. Skeleton Warriors on the Sega Saturn. Ooh, you can see how glossy. So you can see yourself getting videotaped right now. It's got music by that guy from Canada, Tommy Tallarico, and if you put the CD in iTunes, like actually put it in your computer and bring up iTunes, it actually has track data for all the tracks on this, because obviously Tommy must have uploaded his works, and it's kind of funny that iTunes is able to figure out what the name of the tracks are, and it's pretty cool. So I hear it's got a pretty good soundtrack. That's what he's known for, is music. He's done a lot of stuff. And his first game, which was Color a Dinosaur on the Nintendo. I didn't get the Anniversary Collection on the Sega Saturn for Street Fighter, but I did pick up Street Fighter Alpha Warrior's Dream, which is the first Street Fighter Alpha. I didn't have this. I have the second one on the import for Street Fighter Alpha 2, or Street Fighter Alpha 0 is what they call it. So Street Fighter Alpha 02. This is the first one. I'm sure I thought I had it on the PlayStation 1, but I don't know. I thought it was a long box, but it's not. So I didn't have it. That's great. So I picked this up for 25 bucks. Pretty good deal. It's smoking the crackness. At the Mexican flea market thrift store, I found another copy of Wii Sports Resorts. This one was marked at 4 bucks. Yeah, I know, whatever. But surprisingly, it's one of my favorite games. This one's I'm gonna send to a friend. They came by a couple months ago, and their daughter and son liked it. So I had a couple of copies, but I traded all that stuff in. But I found this, and I'm gonna send this to them so that they can play and enjoy as much as I did. Picked up this today, Ratchet & Clank. What is it? Tools of Destruction. Just good old-fashioned Ratchet & Clank, which I have never played. Found Blinks, the Time Sweeper. He's a cat. I believe he's a cat. Look at him. He's like, meow, meow, meow. I've never heard anything or played it, but I do like me some Xbox. Still think she's hot. Buffy the Vampire Slayer with Sarah Michelle Gellar, and look, it's like focused red on her face. And last, at the same Mexican thrift store flea market, I found a copy of 1080 Avalanche on a Nintendo GameCube. To be realistically here, we're probably just going to put it on the shelf, forget about it. When I saw that they had a physical copy of this game, I had to get one because I hate digital. I had already purchased it digitally, but just for the sake of having a physical copy and for a system that I think it's well suited to be on, Shovel Knight on the Wii U. PS4, I needed a first-person shooter. This will be playing for a while. Black Ops 3. I love me some Black Ops, so I had to pick it up. And honestly, I enjoy it. I don't like the smaller maps. I play mostly multiplayer. I probably will play the campaign, and they have a zombie mode. Only because there's a shitload of unlockables that they have pretty much forcing you to play campaign, forcing you to play multiplayer, forcing you to play zombies, if you want to get all that stuff. If you were so inclined to get 100%, I don't think I will. But onto the Craigslist deal. So I saw a guy post this on Craigslist. He had some PlayStation 4 games, and he only wanted 60 bucks for them, which that means they were $10 a game. I thought it was bullshit. You know, some people on Craigslist, they go out there, they throw up stuff that's really dirt cheap, you respond, and next thing you know, it's some scam like, oh, well, hey, you need to go to this website, and you can bid on that. That's how I got mine. Fuck you! You did not get that shit on there. You are a fucking liar. I got a guy who's already interested, but if it falls through, yeah, we'll meet up. Cool. Guess what? He actually responded. The guy fell through, so I was next in line, met up with a dude, and I was fucking ecstatic. All these games for 60 bucks. I haven't been buying, I don't know if you can see, I haven't been buying too many PlayStation 4 games. So, I mean, that's literally six games that I have. So I was happy to pick these up because, I mean, they're 20, 30 bucks if you go to GameStop. And honestly, with the wife being out, I didn't have money. But for 60 bucks, these 6 games, it made sense. So for 60 bucks, I got these games. Got Resident Evil Revelations 2, which is awesome. Alien Isolation, and some weird copy of Nostromo Edition. Includes something where you can play like a prequel as Ellen Ripley. I don't know if the guy ever used it. It's in there, but I don't honestly know if he used it. Copy of Killzone Shadowfall. I'm not big a fan of the Killzone. A unopened copy of Metro Redux, which I've heard is a pretty good. Contains Metro 2033 Redux, which I guess is a remastered edition, plus Metro Last Night Redux, so I guess they're both just redid. 2 full games with all the DLC. Hey, unopened, I'll try it. Dying Light. Excited, I've heard that this is a very good parkour zombie game. The Evil Within, from the creator of Resident Evil. So, I have friggin', I mean, look at these games. I got The Evil Within, Dying Light, alright, Metro, unopened, Killzone, yeah, whatever. Friggin' Aliens, Isolation, and Resident Evil 2. Or, sorry, Resident Evil Revelations 2. For 60 bucks! hey, I lucked out on that, and that's very, very rare these days that I find anything good on Craigslist. So, not saying I find them all the time, but they are out there. So, check frequently, check once a day. You know, you never know. Even if it looks like it's too good to be true, it may or may not. It could be real, it could be fake. Guy could shoot you in the head if you go try to, you know, pick up some games. I'm just saying, could happen, has happened. Fuck.